think it's about 1924. Yeah, because we built all number one in one of these lockups. You know, there's we built number one. You know, the famous one in this lockup in the Mews. Yeah, yeah. And while that's, people say it's of all ages, you know, it's all wasn't built to so and so because of the registration number, but there again, FC7 is the number that it really should have. Because at one time, it was sold, and it had an MO number, which was a Berkshire number. So, you know, it's had a checkered career. Because at one time it was of no value, that whole thing. Oh, it's worn out. But, we cherish it. You see, to start with, they had different wheels. It didn't have the Magnum wheels. We fitted the Magnum wheels, had the ordinary Sankey spoked wheels. In the early days, number one did. Well, then, when the Magnum wheels, we call them that, you know, that way you got the bolts inside the hub. Then we changed that over because it looked better, looked more sporty, and let's change it over to the Magnum wheels. So you could say, oh, listen, it's not right because it's got Magnum wheels. It shouldn't have. They weren't designed in that day. So, you know, you don't know where you start, you don't know where you finish, because we'd put something on. Oh, got one of these. We'll put this on number one, and things like that. You see, to start with, it didn't have any ventilators up there. When they made some ventilators, well, we stuck a couple on. It was just for fun. And it was really built for Cecil Kimber to do the London Land's End trial, or the London Exeter trial. It was done for a trial. Well, when we got it ready, and we decided it should be made for trials, well, with a motorcycle I had reliability trial experience. I knew you wanted ground clearance, you wanted to keep it up. So we took the springs off, and instead of having them flattened, we had them bowed. They were done by Grants, Princess Street, I remember. Had the springs bowed, and there was a cross to hold the running boards. There was a long piece of metal which sort of came along, went down under the chassis and across. Well, we scrapped those because they were about that width, that thickness, and made a solid piece of flat iron put on there, so as you got that much more ground clearance. So we did all sorts of things. Then it was found you must, for road regulations, you must have mud guards. So we didn't want to make a lot of mud guards, so we just got a couple of bits of metal, put them over a piece of angler, and just hammer them. Because if you know it's got like just a flat wings like that, and got the blacksmith to make 4 irons and just stuck them on, you see, just to cover the lawn. And we thought how funny it was, because it couldn't, you know, it couldn't clog up with the mud if you were on a hill. It couldn't clog up because there was nothing there, but it satisfied the law. And we had fun just sort of getting a piece of metal, and I remember 2 held it like that, and the other 2 got beaten like that, and then you changed it over and it came out that angle, so you made it like that. And, you know, all things that used to happen like that.
Right. How many other mechanics worked on number one with you think?
Well, they came and went, you see. You didn't, it was never that question, no, you will be building that. They say, well, we can do without you on there. Now you come off of that and leave the rest on it, the unskilled men, you see. You leave that like I was you would come off of that and go on that for a few hours or a day or two. Or you come back of an evening and do something, and you bring somebody else with you. You know, there's no deal at all, sort of higgledy-piggledy. But it worked very well. Yeah.
So you were working there before the name MG came about, and do you remember when the MG name actually was attached?
I suppose really right from the start they were called MG because it was Morris Garages, but in the early days the plate wasn't struck. It's an enamel one, wasn't it? And when a lot of them were turned out just as Morris Oxford, which was the original badge when they came from Cowley. Well, then we had the proper one struck with MG and Morris Gouge or something like that written in it. Well, there was no check on them. If you knew somebody, or somebody about Oxford with one, you'd say, look, why didn't you bring it in one day and have a proper badge put on it? And then it got that people got to know it, you see. Oh, well, this is an MG, I'll have a new badge put on, you see. Although it wasn't turned out new, you see, it had a later badge put on it. Good, we could do it in a few minutes. We used to solder the new badge, but just get a soldering iron and go around it like that. And then you'd get a knife, and you'd get a acetylene flame or a Bunsen burner, and you just keep running around like that. And the solder start to melt, and you hook it off like that. While it's still warm, you get the other one. Sometimes we got it on a valve tool, the rubber valve tool sucker. Get it on that, you see, and just plug it on, and just run the flame around it quickly, and that was it. We did it in a few minutes. You see, it seems so easy. So you do it for anybody. You wouldn't charge time up or anything like that. You'd just get one out of stores. Give us one of those new badges, will you? And I think we all had 2 or 3 of our own, just because they were new. Because there didn't seem to be too much check on the store. Well, the thing was, we used to work so much of an evening, even like a Bainton Road usually. You always wanted the key to the stores to get in the stores. If not, we were agile enough to climb up over the side. And so the stores, there's no deterrent to get in at all. And that's why you can't really say, because of this, so-and-so is so-and-so, because you'd have altered it, or somebody had altered it.